So, welcome to the Siege of Shanghai nighttime prototype, or in other words, Infiltration of Shanghai, which is the name on CTE. I think it sounds pretty cool, I hope that I stick with it. But before I get into it, I want to say this is still heavily in a prototype phase, so things still need to be fixed and tweaked, but from what I've played today, I'm extremely impressed and I can't wait to see it in retail BF4. I just want to talk briefly about some elements that haven't been tweaked yet, just in case you're watching a video and you might pick up on some weird things. The major one is 3D spotting. Obviously, it ruins the whole point of it being nighttime. Having Doritos everywhere showing the enemy's location isn't going to work well here. So, at the moment, there's been no tweaks to spotting just yet, but you may have noticed in the gameplay there isn't any 3D spotting. That's because it's on classic mode, which I have to say works perfect for nighttime maps. Having no Doritos on your enemy's head, I would say, is paramount to the success of the nighttime maps, and having it disabled completely works perfectly fine. I know some of you may think, well, it's going to be hard to spot the enemy players and whatnot, but that's the whole point of it. It creates a very intense gameplay where you have to almost think twice about your next move, and to put more emphasis on looking at your surroundings, trying to spot the enemy movement in the shadows. Honestly, I enjoyed every second of it. The only downside was I think the moon is just maybe a little bit too bright, especially over the water here. I think DICE need to tone down how much light it gives out, but apart from that, that's the only real negative. Some parts of the map are almost pitch black, like this moment here. After taking the capture flag, there was a few enemy players over here, which was extremely hard to see them, but like I said, it didn't create any kind of frustration. It just added more layers to the overall dynamic and theme that the nighttime creates. You may have picked this up already, but laser sights have had a few tweaks. You can't really spot them that easy. Also, there was some talk about whether glare from high power scopes should be toned down or removed altogether. I don't think they should be removed, but there was a few moments where the scope glare was really goddamn bright, like you can see it from across a whole map, but in other cases it wasn't that bright. But going back to 3D spotting, there's been a few ideas thrown around the place, for example to make nighttime maps only available by default for classic game mode, which has no 3D spotting like I said before. Which I do agree with. It works out both ways. You have a game mode that works well for nighttime maps, but also doubles as a really good incentive to get people to use that particular game mode. The next idea is just to simply remove 3D spotting, turn it off completely, or heavily reduce the range that you can spot enemy players. Which, if DICE decide to go down that path, I really hope they heavily reduce it, or else it's just not going to work out. There's a few other small issues as well that was mentioned in the patch notes. A lot of light sources that can be destroyed, but the actual light won't go out. Some glass still reflects a daytime image. Vehicles don't have headlights just yet. Also, seen as elevators have been removed and the actual C flag has been moved down to the ground level, there's a bit of a weird glitch where if you spawn on the C flag, you actually spawn inside an invisible box of some kind where the elevator normally is. But obviously, that kind of glitch will be fixed eventually. Like I said guys, remember this is still a prototype, there's still a lot of work to be done by DICE LA, but from what we have so far it looks extremely promising. I can safely say the experience is amazing, it's extremely fun, and it's really damn rewarding if you manage to kill your target at a fair distance away without the help of Doritos or even daylight, which I think is going to separate the more skilled players to the not so skilled ones that heavily rely on 3D spotting to work out their enemy's position. But anyway, I didn't want to commentate over all the gameplay for the entire video because I want you guys to get a better idea of how it feels. Let me know your thoughts about the nighttime prototype. If you have any suggestions, leave a comment down below or leave your feedback on the CTE Reddit page, which I'll link down below. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the gameplay.
发现敌兵！发现敌兵！我发现了敌兵！
I've spotted a hostile LAV due south of your location. Our vehicle needs repairs.
Enemy soldier!
Have eyes on enemy sniper to your west. We now control objective Charlie.